Shouldn't be too hard at all.
Sure. Snap, Maestro. Only, where do we start?
Right here.
Well, welcome back to part 2 of our AWA Radiola, the 429. And I think you can see in there that I've changed all the resistors. And there weren't that many actually. And one thing I've noticed about this radio compared to others, there's very few components in there. Not many caps, basically bugger all resistors in there too. I have a suspicion that they engineered this one on the cheap. I mean, it looks great case-wise, but internals, well, you know, I guess they're cutting costs, 1950 and all that sort of thing. But anyway, the thing is working all right.
Jerry McCarthy says he should have gone sooner. Christian Porter has done what Prime Minister Scott Morrison
So
do, and that was removing.
you get stations all through the bands, all through the band, up and down. I'll just leave it on the ABC for now, so there's I'm not going to get any copyright infringements when I post this video up. And what I want to do now is, I'm not happy with the tone. That's no treble at all.
It will take an outstanding person to hold on to the seat of Pierce for the Liberal
And it just sounds too muffled to me. So I looked up the schematic, and just to try and remember what that cap is, and there's our tone control, and this cap here is what affects the treble and cuts it down to eliminates the treble completely and sort of get a bass response. That's a 0.047, and here's that part of the schematic showing that. Now, I've read through the threads in that on tone controls, and look, unfortunately, it's a lot. Most of it is all about guitars, and what I have picked up is that the smaller the capacitor, the better the treble response you get. And of course, the larger the capacitance, the better the bass. So that's a 0.047. I'm going to just lift off one end, and I'm going to try a 0.01 instead, see if it does increase the treble or reduces the amount of bass, I guess, if you want to call it that. And we'll see what happens. So I'm just experimenting here. Right, I've lifted off the 047 out of circuit, and I have now a 0.01, a couple of jumper leads attached, and we'll just put it into circuit and see what sort of difference this might make. So I'll just let that hang. Let's turn the power up.
Despite the promises
Here we go.
whether it's our government or other governments, this has been an appalling rollout.
So that's no treble whatsoever.
Vaccine nationalism, with rich nations, including Australia, having 5 times the vaccines they need for their whole populations.
It may not sound like much of a difference, but
$250 million boost to COVAX.
it is there.
Jane Holton, who signed the letter, says that money will help get more jabs in arms.
Well, what we'll be able to do is exactly
What
what
if I
we've been trying
take
to do, which is apply vaccines.
this out of circuit completely?
And it is not just the purchase of those vaccines, it is also the
Well, I can't make any difference at all. And I think,
as in getting vaccines in arms.
yeah, it just stays at maximum treble.
Doses by the end of 2021 has been stunted.
So from what I can work out with this little experiment, the capacitor actually bleeds off the high frequencies.
Deliver vaccines to particularly low to
So,
middle income countries. As a consequence,
I think that to me that just said this 01 sounds a lot better than the 047. One other thing I have noticed, and early on, when my very first MP3 modification, I had a volume pot which had the standard 3 terminals on it, input, output, and the other one generally earth. And the one in question had a 4 terminal, just like this one. I sent a message to Terry Dayton over at D-Lab and asked him, what the hell is this 4 terminal? And he replied back that he called it a volume contour. And so I checked it up, and that's one name for it. But from the threads that I read, from mainly from the UK, that terminal there, this extra one, provides greater bass response at low frequencies. Sorry, at low volume. And that's definitely what's happening here. So it's quite bassy, and then we get to a certain point,
President Trump increasingly
and we get more treble in the circuit.
Controversial anti-malaria drug
So
hydroxychloroquine. I just wish I could.
it beats me why you'd want more bass response at low volume. I don't know, but that's what they did.
Is a public health
So
researcher at the University of Sydney and the lead author of a
I'm
study
going
published
to,
today in
I'm
the
not going to worry about it,
JNC
but I just wanted
into misinformation
tell that,
during the COVID-19
share that with you.
pandemic.
So what I'm going to
The
do,
study was based on
I'll take that out
interviews
completely,
with
I'll put in a
researchers and
0.01,
communicators
and
about where
that part of the
they
job is
thought
done.
this information came from.
Again, I just had another thought. What if I go with a different capacitor? Instead of a 0.01, let's try a 0.0047. So, just went and grab one. Again, I'm just curious to see what difference, if any, a small capacitor makes. Might make it worse, might make it better. Right, there it is in circuit.
Heightened information environment like the pandemic, where everyone is really hungry for new information on what's going on,
Well,
then it means we all,
virtually no bass response
social media,
whatsoever.
social media, or within the scientific landscape a bit, may surface things that
There
are
is a slight
more
difference
speculative than
there.
they might be if we have proper chance to go through proper
So that's
channels,
what that
properly
does.
reviewing things and properly thinking
And
things through.
Dr. Grant says the
Just
tools
hold
to
on.
address a lot
Sorry,
of
just hold on for
misinformation
a
exist
second,
already.
mate.
And
Okay.
again, for people to
what if we put in a 0.1?
science can take time.
That should increase the well, the bass.
I think I do see some hope, but I think we've got a long way to go.
Oh yeah.
Bridget Fitzgerald's report.
Oh yeah.
Australia's in the midst of a wave of infrastructure spending.
So yeah, we're not going to do that. But that's just power it off. So yeah, the higher the value of your capacitor, the more bass response you're going to get, and that was just muffled terribly much, for want of some better words. So anyway, yeah, I just thought we'd try that little experiment. Okay, something else that I was thinking about, it was the actual sound quality.
At the level of customer aggression incidents that we've seen in
This is the ABC, of course, the best, the most powerful station we've got in the country. And
this is unprecedented. We've heard reports of staff being beaten up.
there's just a little
Now, there's a bit of a history
Too
to
much
this. It's been a rather aggressive
crackle
environment, as you
or
know, Melissa Traverso, for the retail
whatever
sector.
you want to call it, the S's are just not quite right.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we're buying gift bookshops.
Not getting a sort of nice, deep, clear response from it.
Staff member.
So,
we had 3 in one day on Friday.
what I'm thinking is the micas, and of course there's not that many. Got 1, 2, 3, and there's another one on the tuning gang. I'm going to swap out one at a time and see if there's any difference. That might improve it, it might not, but I think it's worthwhile to try and improve the sound quality. I know it's an old radio, of course, but I think it should sound a little bit better than what it does. And I might be getting too anal about this. I mean, this could just simply be the nature of this particular radio. That's the way it is. But I'm going to give it a go, and there's nothing to lose except a little bit of time. Right, well, that's difficult to see because of the bar in the way, but that's a 470 puff mica, and I have one. A bit out of focus, but there it is. And this is from my stash of micas that I keep, and I don't know if it works or not, how good it is, but let's just lift off that. Get away. Alright, and we'll put the new one in circuit. and see what happens. Is there any improvement? Power's up.
This is a hold your breath moment in the United States right now. A huge morning on the Supreme Court when it comes to abortion rights. Sarah Ferguson?
Well, I think that's an improvement. Yeah, look, to me that's a vast improvement. I'm not getting that awful crackly on the when they pronounce an S.
Vote for Trump to support him because he said he would put Conservatives on the court.
Yep, I like that. I like that. So I'm going to switch it off, and the old Mica, out it comes, and the old one goes in its place. So I'll do that. Right, here's the next step, my next step, and that is to see how good this performs with the MP3 mod. So, Bluetooth dongle, just earth it, and it's connected to my phone. So let's attach this to, where is it? The input signal, and again, once I do that, that'll kill the signal, the radio signal. And let's pop up some music. See what we get.
That's what we're going to do between now and 1. Let's hope we can anyway. We're going to rock it, baby. Rock it tonight. There's
Not
Johnny
bad.
Cash on 3Ks at 26.5 always worked with that reggae sound. It's always been popular.
Main volume.
Exploited. That's not the right word. Perhaps a bit too severe for what I mean. The reggae sound has certain people getting their goods provided. Also, it goes to the cost.
Let's put it on the input. And
Carpet, and had decided the place to buy carpet is Bargain Carpets.
Ah, well.
Only now there are 2 Bargain Carpet stores.
That's pretty good.
1183.
I like that. Okay. Oh yeah, I love that music. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm going to check out to see how I can do the MP3 mod. Given that I can't attach the switch to the body because we've got the backing case on it. I'll just come back again. So I'm going to have to. Where are we? Let's go back. Yeah, so I mean that sits on the back there, and I'm going to have the switch poking through there, so I may have to use some standoffs or whatever. It's going to take a bit of playing around with it, I think, but I should be able to get there. Anyway, I'm going to play with that and then come back. Okay, well after a bit of measuring and drilling, I've got the MP3 input and switch put in, wired it all up. Yellow is our signal wire coming from from that can there, and of course into the switch and through the black wire back out to the volume pot. So let's give it a test. And no, I haven't tested it. If I get it wrong, well, you're going to see it. So I've got to switch to radio. Yep, well of course that works, and that kills the signal. Nice. I'll plug the MP3 into it.
How old were you when you lived there? I mean, is it a young person's town or not?
No. See if my phone is connected. And get the radio, old radio program up.
Rocket tonight. That's Johnny Nash on 3KZ at 26 and a half past 10. Always worked with that reggae sound.
That's good.
Always been popular.
All works.
And exploited. That's not the right word. But bit too severe for what I mean. The reggae sound.
That's not too bad at all.
Been used
All right, what I'll do, I'll put the thing back into its case now. It's performing very, very well, and I'll show you just how I've managed to get the clearance using the vents on the back of the case. So yeah, back soon. Well, here it is, all packed up and ready to go. So new power cord, nice cloth covered one, and there's the back of it. So put a little alligator clip for the aerial, and here is my MP3 mod, as you can see, and a dongle or a cable will fit in. There you go, and the case is untouched, which is good. Right, let's give it a test. Plug the aerial in. And hey, I'll turn the lights off for some effects. So here we go. And we're waiting. Shouldn't take too long.
From 2 till 4, Ridge Road, Wanturna South. Call 9800 1333. Balmoral for a life without compromise.
That's nice.
Thank you. Cool. We're talking gifts. We are given today. It is all about the gift.
And then who do I think I'm loving?
Let's go through the band, see what we get.
There's a big Hakka Chinese population and a really...
Yeah, whatever that is. Now it's 3 MP, right at the top end of the band. And that's about it. So,
which is when you kind of hit that middle ground, there's a...
So, guys, a bit of work on it.
Between 2 and 4.
But ultimately, fairly easy. And a few things change, of course, valves, causing me some grief. Sorry, listen to the radio. That mica cap certainly did improve that the crackliness on the when they were talking about an S.
That are supporting our community here.
And this is a really great little radio. And we'll just test the MP3 function once more before I leave. And where's my phone? I'll just go get my phone. Got it, and I'm connected. Cool. Just turn the volume up.
Which was extreme, but I have every faith.
And let's play Dimension X.
Adventures in time and space, transcribed in future tense.
Cool.
The National Broadcasting Company, in cooperation with Street and Smith, publishers of...
Okay, guys, that's it. You see, I just have to mention, I gave the case a polish. And big shout out to Don from Don's Old Radio Shack, I think. And he gave me the tip to use metal polish on it. And it works like a treat. So thanks, Don. Much appreciated. Love it. Okay, guys, take it easy. I'll be back soon with another radio. And from now on, take care and have fun. Bye.
On the one spot which I would have called civilized, a patch along the desolate heights of the Himalayas that surrounded the palace of the imperial governor of Earth.